and welcome to my channel. I'm the Angry Simmer, and today, as you saw on the title card, we're going back to Willow Creek. We're picking back up where we left off with Fixer Upper Willow Creek. If you haven't seen this series before, I have a playlist. Go check it out. But what I'm doing is, if you've ever watched the TV show Fixer Upper, I do believe it's now officially off the air, or at least they're not making new seasons. And I made Chip and Joanna Gaines as Sims, and they're going around Willow Creek and making the homes into Sims dream houses. So we have one home left after this in this neighborhood, which we can see right there, to do the fixer upper on, and then we have one empty lot that I'll probably do a row house like this, like a container row house mix, because I've seen them do that, and I feel like that's kind of like the perfect thing to do, because one of the episodes, Chip and Joanna Gaines used they bought a row, or the customer bought a row house, but somebody bought all the property, so they had to move it to somewhere else. So they got that, and then they added onto it a little bit and made it really this cool industrial sort of situation. And that one's actually for sale right now, or was recently for sale. And then they did another one where their producers of the show actually moved to Texas officially, and they bought basically a shack in the middle of nowhere, and then Chip and Joanna Gaines took it and made it into magic. So that's what we're trying to do here. Instead of keeping the two doors, which is something I kind of feel like they would do, my practical side said, you know what, the family here is actually I'm adding one of the bedrooms back there, so this technically has two master suites in it when you're playing the game normally, and I felt like they would be getting this for a family. And so the family takes this large master in the back and splits it into two very decent sized bedrooms. And so that's the idea there. Sorry about my cell phone. Anyways, so yeah, we split that in half back there. We, as you saw, elongated this upstairs master a little bit, and so it turns into a 3-bedroom. And that just feels more family oriented to me. It makes it a little bit, you know, more what you'd think Chip and Joanna Gaines would do. And then we just stick to the regular, you know, their style kind of. This one actually I did, I got this really cool new wallpaper, and I just have been trying to find a way to use it. It came with some subway tile floor as well. Sorry, my cell phone is just going off like crazy. Anywho, so I wanted to find a way to use that, and I wanted the inside floors to be dark wood, but I also saw like this really light distressed looking one. Like, I still go with a distressed wood either way, but I kind of feel like I should have gone with this really cool light distressed wood, because they've been doing a lot of that on the show. But here's those the flooring that I was talking about. I think it's cool. I love subway tile, and that's kind of the idea. It's that it's subway tile size. Now, when you're back away from this wallpaper that I used, it does look a little bit funky, but once you get, you know, where you're actually gameplay, it doesn't look like this craziness. It actually renders properly, and it took me way longer than I'm comfortable saying to notice that I put the, you know, double tile on both sides of that wall. Something that would be really cool, but it's just not super cost effective, and I don't think that they would waste the money on, you know, doing a double tile wall, and one side's just kind of the like second entrance back there. I just don't see them doing that. But anyways, so here I kind of wish that island could have scooted over a little bit, but I didn't extend this house the other way. Like, and I feel after watching this back that they would have extended it. But at the same time, I was thinking about the family that did buy the row house, and had them make it kind of industrial, and they didn't want Chip and Joanna to make it bigger. They actually kind of wanted it a little bit smaller. So instead of extending it, I just kind of fit things in. And that family actually had just like a galley kitchen, and then they had against the wall seating for dining. But I didn't like that idea. Plus, I had just gotten this new CC table, and once I put a carpet under it, you'll see like just how cool it is. But it looks basically like they took an old like sewing machine table and they put a glass top over it, and it's just so cool up close. I'm gonna have to look and see who made that because I'm in love with it, and I need to give them some props because it was amazing. I did go for a second and think about putting the 2 doors back, and then so it would be easier for the layout here, but the more I thought about it, the more that family with the row house came to mind, and they had everything just really close proximity. Everything was cozy. You know, you could see from one side to the other of the house of like the living area. And because it had that flow, it just made more sense for that family. And it makes a lot of sense for gameplay too. Like, it's really easy to play in this house, I feel like, as long as somebody's not sleeping. But like with their eating and dining and sitting in there and talking, those sort of things. I do wish I would have put a office into this, or like a computer. You know what? I do put that upstairs, and that little area off the stairs that I extended a little bit. I forgot that I put it there. For some reason, I thought I put another seating area, but I do put in an office upstairs, like a little one, and it has the glass tabletop that came from the IKEA person. I cannot remember who it is that does the IKEA CC. I think if you just look up IKEA Sims 4 CC, it'll come up with them first. So, and I might even have them separated. So I told you guys I was trying to organize my CC files, and basically I've been keeping up with just putting everything into an alphabetized list. I don't have all the creators split apart yet. I will have to do that. And I kind of would like, so here's the problem. I like that they're alphabetized, and I want like all the same creator to be in the same spot. But at the same rate, on my laptop, I had it broken down into what was couch and what was plumbing and different things like that. And that makes more sense for whenever I'm looking for a specific item, because I don't always know who the creator is whenever I'm, like, if I were to get asked a question. But at the same rate, separating them into the creator as well, like if you say, hey, who did such and such item, I can use the cloning tool and just look at what thing comes up, and then I can Google search that to link you to where to go. So maybe that works too. I don't know. Maybe I didn't even have to organize it, but I wanted to organize it either way. So there we go. That's why that is. And for some reason, in all these houses, I keep putting like a boy and a girl room. I think that's just the Sims in me, like making sure that there's a room for a boy and a girl, because the game tends to generate one of each sibling. I was spent so much time in this room. So in one of the episodes, they put these really cool, whatever these things are called, over the kids. It was actually in the boys' room, and it looked amazing. And I just can't get it to translate to The Sims very well. One day I'll work out. I think it's the same house that they put in the Lego board on the wall. Like, that little boys' room was just incredible. And only one of the boys' rooms that I've ever put into a house have I really liked. But the problem is I don't like clutter. I like everything clean and crisp and like looks like, you know, somebody doesn't live there, like a showroom at IKEA. And that's the problem with gameplay. You're wanting it to be kind of realistic. And how realistic is it really to, you know, not have junk and clutter everywhere? It just doesn't make sense. So I struggle with that in kids' rooms, because in parents' rooms, it totally works for me. Like, because I can clutter with like makeup and random items, but the kids' clutter typically makes it a little difficult to get around the rooms. And I want them to be, I don't know, kind of like perfect children. The sound that was just going on in the background that sounded like somebody was breaking into my house is my cat jumping out of my closet. She really likes to be a giant turd. She's actually staring at me right now, and she just ran out of the room like a crazy person. They need to add that to cats and dogs, I think. But I haven't played it enough to know if like the cats will randomly skitter out like they're insane. So I need to get on that. Yeah. I've actually done way more building, even though I was so excited about just having cats and dogs to customize and play with. Spent a lot more time just building stuff, because I love that world. Brindleton Bay. Oh, It's amazing. That is an amazing world. And I cannot wait to, actually have some gameplay in there. I've been working on this one family. So I tend to make like kind of a preppy family, like a really wealthy, old money kind of family. And then I like to put in drama in their lives. And I always, whenever I do that, use Pixel Playground's, what is that called? Brentwood Estates. And so that takes me a while to set it up. And I love decorating Brentwood Estates. Do not get me wrong. It's a beautiful manor, and it's so much fun, but it takes a long time. And if she had just uploaded it with the CC that she put in, I don't think I would have ever changed anything. She just has the most amazing creative mind. I love everything she does. And she's got a pet store right now that she's working on that I cannot wait to download. I'm just out of my mind excited about that one. And hopefully it comes with all the links to the CC, because holy crap. I from the screenshots, it would be hard for me to redo what she did. And I found once like pictures of how she had decorated Brentwood Estates, and I can't find them anymore. And I like seeing those because even though she has overhead shots of it and it says like bedroom, bathroom, office, all those things, I want to see. There's one area, because she's got like a formal and an informal dining area in there. And then I've like an eat-in kitchen area. And I guess the eat-in is kind of for like the servants, if it gets that kind of place, So, but yeah, there's a lot of like open, exposed rooms that, they don't have walls that close off. You could just walk right outside. And one of those is right off of the kitchen in the main hallway, and it has like a fireplace in it, and I put in like a sitting area, like a talking area. There's no TV. There's like a mirror over the fireplace, but there's an area right behind that, and in one of the pictures she has, it's just like a table in the middle of the room, not like a dining table, but like an end table, and some clutter and things, but I can't see it well enough to know what she was saying for that. And so I end up just always putting a dining room table in there. And then that doesn't make sense, because there's two like informal dining areas. And then there's, I don't know how to, just like a huge like gala dining room. But we have moved on to the outside. I kind of felt like this is going to be one of the lower budget ones for Chip and Joanna. So I don't add a fence, even though I really wanted to. And I try to do a lot of just like very the same sort of stuff in it. So a lot of plants that, purples, blues, pinks, that sort of thing. Stuff that would feel like maybe they got a really good deal at Lowe's or something for it. And, I had the idea that the rocks came from the actual site, like when they were cleaning it up. I want to be able to use that one tree so bad. And I do like whenever Chip and Joanna spend some of the budget by buying trees, like mature trees to put in. Because first of all, it just makes it feel very homey to have, have some mature trees. It feels like it's more of a homestead than just, hey, we've been here for a while, or hey, this lot's been sitting here with no love and no one taking care of it. So, I like that. I like when there's some trees and some flowers that look like, they've been well taken care of. I think that makes it less of like, this just got fixed up, ready to be resold and make a profit off of it, because that's what it kind of feels like sometimes. And then when you add that landscaping and the trees and things like that, it makes it feel like this is somebody's home to me. That's what plants say to me. And that's sad, because my poor plants at my house are not very well taken care of, because I don't have a green thumb. I am the kiss of death for plants. Also, still not fixed. Why would I ever want to put a plant on the side of the building like that? It should not jump up like that. Come on, Maxis. Fix it. Fix that glitch. There's no reason for that crap. Fix it. Anyways, but we are coming up to the screenshots here in just a minute. So if you're liking this and you want to see more of this series, please leave me a comment, let me know, and I will continue. We are almost finished with this neighborhood. So we've got basically two builds left here. And if you want to see more of it or more of this town makeover, then let me know and I will do that for you. Brindleton Bay is getting a makeover through Hey Harry and Freezer Bunny and Irrelevant Sims. So check out their channels. Hey Harry is going to be putting together the save file so that not only can you watch all of them remake Brindleton Bay over, you can also save that and have it as your own. So hopefully you like that as much as I do, because I know I'm downloading that save file. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.